Have you ever met someone who dreams but never starts? Someone who wants to become something big but is afraid to move forward? Today's story might change your life, because if you truly understand this story, you'll never stop again thinking, what if it doesn't work? Instead, you'll move forward believing it will work. There was a small village, and in that village lived two friends, Rahim and Karim, both young, both unemployed, both exhausted under the weight of a new family. But their problem was the same. Where will the money come from? Which direction will life take? Even while doing hard daily labor, one question burned inside their chests every single day. Is there something we can do that can change our lives? One afternoon, sitting by the river, Rahim suddenly said, "Bro, our village has a small mill. They buy jute and make rope. I'm thinking, what if we buy a little jute ourselves and make rope at home? Rope is always needed. If the quality is good, everyone in the village will buy it." Karim stared at him in shock. "You? Me? Making rope? Bro, it's not that simple. What if the jute gets damaged? What if no one buys it? All the money will sink." Rahim smiled and said, "There's risk in everything, but if we do nothing, will life ever change?" That night, Rahim went home and told his wife Shireen everything. Shireen stayed silent for a moment. Then she opened the cabinet and took out her small savings, a pair of gold earrings her mother had given her before marriage. "Rahim, sell them. If the dream is big, the sacrifice must be big too. Even if we fail, I'm here. We'll start again. You move forward." Tears filled Rahim's eyes. He promised himself, "I will not let this sacrifice go to waste." On the other hand, Karim told his wife. She became furious. "You'll take such a risk by selling this little jewelry? What if the jute gets ruined? What if the rope doesn't sell? We'll be on the streets." "Before starting, there are 1,000 what-ifs, Karim. If this support is gone, we'll have nothing left." That fear entered Karim's mind. Only one thought echoed inside him. What if it doesn't work? The next day when they met, Karim said, "Rahim, what if the jute gets ruined?" Rahim asked, "Why are you thinking about failure first? What if it works? What if our lives change?" Karim repeated the same fear. "But what if it doesn't? We're finished." Rahim smiled softly and said, "Brother, I don't have an answer to your what if it doesn't work. But if you say it will work, we'll find the right path somehow." Karim stayed silent. In the end, the two friends chose different paths. Karim chose fear. Rahim chose hard work and hope. Rahim started alone. He sold the jewelry and bought jute. He stayed up nights making rope and took it to the shops in the morning. The first day, no one bought. The second day, no one bought. People laughed in the village. "Look at Rahim, he thinks he's a businessman. Can you become successful just by making rope?" But Rahim didn't stop. He knew, when you start, you've already crossed half the road. Slowly, word spread about the quality of his rope. Someone used it, liked it, and ordered 10 more, then 30, then 100. The small work that began in the corner of his house started growing. Shireen stood behind him and said, "Let's build another room. We'll need workers too." Hard work, belief, time. When these three come together, any dream is bound to come true. Meanwhile, Karim was still working as a daily laborer. Every evening on his way home, seeing the lights glowing in Rahim's house, his chest tightened. He thought, "I could have started too. I had the chance, but I let fear win." Watching Rahim's growing business, Karim slowly broke down inside. Sometimes he didn't even have money to buy medicine for his daughter. And Rahim, he employed 4 people, opened his own shop, contributed to the development of the village, and most importantly, he defeated his fear.
One night, Kareem came to Rahim and said, "Bro, your rope isn't just rope. It taught me who works and who lives in fear." Rahim put his hand on Kareem's shoulder and said, "You don't need luck to start. You need courage. Luck comes later and holds your hand." Kareem silently wiped his tears. Rahim smiled. "Come, sit with me tomorrow morning. Start again. Life doesn't stop anyone. People stop themselves." Friends, this story isn't just about Rahim and Kareem. It's your story too. In life, there are two kinds of people: those who give up before they even start, and those who start, learn, fall, and rise again. Life asks only one question: which group are you in? Maybe today there's a Kareem inside you, whispering again and again, "What if it doesn't work?" But inside you, there's also a Rahim who says, "It will work. I will do it." Today, the decision is yours. Will you let fear win, or will you let your dream